Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for today. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead universe update video. We have a massive one here. Breaking news from the Walking Dead universe filming. There is some Dead City filming going on right now, as I reported, of course, to y'all last week, that this week they would be filming some more Dead City Season 3, which was very shocking to me. Now, it sounds like, and I'm not joking, there's actual video evidence of this and photos. This is legit, y'all, from the Walking Dead universe filming. It says, news. Emily Kinney, who of course plays Beth in The Walking Dead, will reprise her role as Beth in an episode of Dead City. Lauren and Emily filmed scenes together for a dream sequence today in Central Park as part of the upcoming third season. Okay, so that is pretty insane, honestly. That is pretty crazy, honestly. I really didn't expect them to do that, but at the same time, I am, kind of letting my brain kind of go now, because, what does this mean, right? Does this mean that we're, getting a longer third season? Why is Maggie having a hallucination of her sister? Could they not get Steven Yeun because he's too busy? I mean, they could have. Why do I feel like they tried to do Steven Yeun first, and then he was like, no, I can't, I'm too busy, and then they're like, well, okay, let's get the other person that's, close to Maggie, you know what I mean? Now, I will say, I'm very interested in finding out why there would be a hallucination with Beth. Now, listen, with Beth, I wasn't exactly the biggest fan of her character when she was on the show, but the Walking Dead franchise has gone so, there, that, honestly, it'd be nice to get a, familiar face back, you know what I mean? Is it the familiar face that I would have necessarily chose? It's funny, you could do a Beth hallucination. I just feel like, thinking about, like, you could have put Dwight in there, you could put Sherry in there, you know what I mean? You could put, real, frickin' Negan's wife Annie in there, and instead they're just doing Beth, it's like, alright. It's fine. We haven't seen Emily on the show since 2014, so it's been a long time. It's been like 12 years, so it is going to be nice to see her back, in the show again. The one thing I'm noticing, and I've noticed this from filming, is that it almost appears like they're filming like some kind of like Christmassy, like, dream sequence, because Maggie has like short hair, she's got like a hat on, she's got like a long jacket. Same with Negan, he's got like a hat on, stuff like that, and he's walking around talking to Maggie. And it's like a dream sequence. So, and it's filmed in Central Park, which I'm shocked about because, they've been filming on one street for the whole frickin' last season. So, I'm impressed. They're actually filming in bigger locations. Maybe they saved their money for the end. Right? So, I'm going to pull that one up now to y'all. Could this be the final season of Dead City? Is this why they're going back to film Season 3? Could it be because AMC told them, wrap it up? Like Daryl's ending this year, you guys have to end too. I'm telling you right now, that is definitely a possibility. The more I think about it, the more I kind of look at it, the more I'm kind of like, yeah, I feel like there is a possibility that this could be the final season. Now I am starting to think there's a chance because, if Emily Kinney's back, they're doing a hallucination, a nice dream sequence, a Christmassy, thing. It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. It really wouldn't. At this point, I think there's more of a likelihood that it happens, which wasn't as possible before. But me kind of seeing Emily Kinney on set, seeing the Christmassy environment, seeing the dream sequence, and again, they confirm it's a dream sequence right here. So right there kind of tells you like, okay, yeah, that's going to be a big thing. That's going to be a big deal. And I think in terms of whether or not it's the final season is kind of more difficult to say, but I will say this is kind of giving me some evidence that maybe it could be, because they're pulling out a big card there, bringing Beth back, you know what I mean? And again, as I mentioned before, I know Gimple said he wanted to do a hallucination with Glenn. I don't think Steven Yeun's going to be able to do it. He's been everywhere. Freg, he just released a new Netflix movie of his that I got to watch here. It's called The Rip. And he's in another season of Beef. He's obviously leading Invincible right now. I don't see it happening. I really don't. I think, in my opinion, Steven is done with The Walking Dead, which I wouldn't blame him given its current state. So, yeah, what are my kind of, in-depth thoughts on the Beth return? It's fine. It'll probably be fine for Maggie, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm not over the moon excited about it or anything. The only way I'll be excited is if I find out that it's because this is the series finale and they're pulling out all their bingo cards, you know what I mean? To kind of cap this off, which they could be. They absolutely could be. But at the same time, it's hard to say what, it's hard to say what it'll be. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say what'll happen. But time will tell, y'all. Time will tell. It's hard to say what kind of will come of this. Again, I appreciate that Emily is willing to come back to do this. It obviously means the role was important enough to her to where she's willing to do this. So it shows, that she's a very good actress and she cares about what she's involved in, which I do think is good. And she probably also is doing it as a favor to Lauren, you know what I mean? Because her and Lauren haven't acted together in a long time. So, it's hard to say, what'll happen there. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Post your comments down below. And who else do you think we're going to be getting for a reunion in the Walking Dead City? Do you think there could be others? Do you still think Glenn could be there? You know what I mean? And, more importantly, the most important question of them all, do you think this adds any evidence to this being the final season? Do you think it does? Going back for reshoots, hallucination, Christmas setting, actually filming in Central Park, Emily Kinney being there, there's a chance. There's a chance. There is a chance, I will say. But again, that's just one man's opinion, so we'll see. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.